What's up guys, today I'll be showing you which faction you should be choosing this week during the rally. This is the second week the faction rally has been here in season 3 and there'll be one more week later on. So if you already chose a faction last time, obviously you don't want to choose that again. Ideally you want to get to rank 50 with each faction each week, that way by the time all 3 weeks are done you've been to each faction at least once, because you can only go to one at a time. Also in this video I'll break down what to be looking for in the loot of each faction, what is good in PvE and what is not. So let's get right into this. So the faction I recommend you go for first is FWC if you did not go for it already. FWC is by far the best PvE option faction in the game, and especially on PC. I'll explain why. So the main reason to pick FWC is for the Sunshot catalyst. As you see here, since I already got it, it is right here. Basically what it does, it increases range and stability by a lot, and I have a video breaking down everything about this catalyst and how to get it and how to upgrade it, so I'm going to go ahead and link that in the description. But this catalyst makes the Sunshot feel very good on both PC and controller. Another great reason to go with FWC is for this scout rifle. This scout rifle is the best PvE scout rifle in the game. It has rampage, high cal, and a very fast reload speed, and also good scopes and lightweight. Is without a doubt the best scout rifle in the game and is a must if you're a PvE player. Also, not to mention, you can get a lot of these other things like the armor sets and the shaders. The new shaders actually look pretty cool. And also there's the True Prophecy hand cannon, which is like a slightly different version of the Bear Devils, which isn't too bad either. That is basically it for FWC. I would pick it for the Sunshot and also the scout rifle. Since I already went with FWC last time, the faction I'm going to choose this week is Dead Orbit, and that's the second one I would recommend going for if you're a PvE player or PC player. And the reason is the Graviton Lance Catalyst adds a perk called Hidden Hand from Destiny 1. And Hidden Hand increases aim assist, but on PC there is no aim assist, so it actually doesn't do anything at all on PC outside of give it that minor range buff that Hidden Hand has with it. Now if you're playing with a controller or on console, you will get that aim assist buff, which is very nice in PvP. So if you're a PvP player on console, I would recommend going for that. But if you're mainly a PvE player on console or you're a PC player, there's really no point to have this Masterwork. The only thing it'll do for you is give you orbs on double kills, but in my opinion the Sunshot is a much better weapon in PvE, so that's why I would go with FWC first. Another good thing to be looking out when you're going with Dead Orbit is this hand cannon. It's a 110 RPM with a high impact hand cannon that has rampage, also these two perks right here. Since I'm going to be going with Dead Orbit this time, I will get this weapon and do a review on it and actually see if it's worth it. I don't think it'll be better than some of the other rampage hand cannons in the game because it's a high impact, low RPM, which isn't great for PvE or PvP, but it's definitely an interesting weapon and probably worth picking up. Outside of those two things, there's not really much else worth mentioning about Dead Orbit. This shotgun is actually terrible because this perk right here is bugged and actually doesn't make it full auto. So it's just a low impact shotgun with no full auto, which is completely useless. And also most other guns aren't really useful either. The only other one that is somewhat useful is the Dire Promise, which isn't in this preview right now, but it is a 150 RPM hand cannon with triple tap. But the old fashioned is just a better version of that weapon, so it's not really a necessary item to get. Overall, I would go with Dead Orbit second for the Graviton Lance Catalyst because it's not bad, but I don't think it's as good as the Sunshot, then also for this hand cannon. And lastly, there's New Monarchy. I personally would not choose New Monarchy until my last week, if at all, because the Sweet Business Catalyst is clearly useless. As you see, it reduces flinch when it's fully spun up. Like, what does that even mean? How's that useful? And also this gun's not even in the PvE or PvP meta, it's not even a gun that most people use or care about, so this catalyst doesn't really entice you to pledge with New Monarchy at all. And a lot of the other weapons are decent, like this submachine gun looks kind of decent, it could be alright. I've heard this pulse rifle is pretty good in PvP. Then out of all the old weapons, this pulse rifle is the only one that's somewhat useful. It has rampage and high cal, which is pretty nice, but it's kind of a low RPM high impact pulse rifle, which kind of isn't that great in PvE right now at all. But if I were to go with New Monarchy, I would obviously pick up this pulse rifle and keep it and test it out. But outside of all of that, there's not really much worth going for New Monarchy. Really the only reason would be for the armor, but on Warlock it's just literally a reskin of other armor in the game, and the shaders look like, you know, not too great to say the least. But anyways, that'll be it for the video. If you guys need to know how to farm tokens the fastest, I have a video on that which will be linked in the description. Then also if you need to know how to masterwork the Sunshot, then also a breakdown of what it actually does, that will be linked to that in the description, and same with the Graviton lance. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.